Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Perky, and today what I'm doing is I'm bringing you the patch notes for Update 11. Now, we've been waiting on this patch for a little while, and I'm loving that they're bringing out new ones all the time. Game came out maybe just a month ago. We're already up to Update 11. I'm pretty happy about that. Now, let's go ahead and read through this. Now, we got teammates, the improved killer instinct for the AI team. They are more aggressive, more prone to stay alive, even on the overkill difficulty. Now, before, the AI was just completely worthless, and now they're not a whole lot better, but they stay alive a little bit better. You know, they still aren't picking up bags and helping you carry things, but they're not falling down and dying every 5 minutes, so that's nice. And then, they did a couple changes here with the difficulty levels. It seems like they did a lot. Now, first of all, they said much harder on overkill. Yes, you got it, now don't cry. The developers are kind of messing with us here, but I don't know how much harder it really needed to be on overkill. I'm liking that they gave the difficulty levels a big buff, so I guess we're going to have to see how that is. I haven't had a chance to test it myself, but I'm looking forward to it. Now, SWATs have better flashbangs. This is going to make the Enforcer tree with the Shades perk very useful. I'm looking forward to seeing what those actually look like, what they feel like, and if I actually am going to need to spec up into the Enforcer tree. It might become so problematic that I will have to respec completely. Alright, then we got more balanced single-player sessions. Not many people care about that, I don't think. But then we got bulldozers are now evil. Now, they're not saying more evil. They're saying they're evil now. Now, I don't know. I thought they were pretty evil before. If they are now evil, that means that they were pretty much pussycats before. I'm not sure what this means here. I haven't fought one yet. I am not sure if I want to fight one. Apparently, they're gonna mess your shit up. And that's gonna be rough, especially if they come at you in like 2 or 3s. Alright, now with the police AI, they added more and better run and walking animations for our dear enemies. You know, that's kind of nice, you know, little variation here and there. Now they improved the payouts here, which is pretty sweet. They've got the reward dependent on mission specifics. In other words, if you steal more bags, you're gonna get a significant amount of loot. If you get more than the required amounts, it's gonna increase tremendously the amount of money that you get, which is very nice to have. You know, some things it says here, like, Big Oil is about completion. It's not so much about the bags. But, you know, it does add a little bit if you get more bags, so that's nice. Now, it looks like they completely redid the crime.net, because what they're saying here is you can choose to play for XP, money, or a middle way. Now, I'm not sure exactly how they balance that. Maybe they just changed the payouts for everything and, how everything works, but it's going to be very interesting to look into that, because they could have made certain missions meant for XP rushing, but you're going to get little to no money, which is what it seems like they're doing here. And I think I generally might just stick to the middle way. Now, a nice change that I see that they brought out was the multi-day jobs pay out greatly and are very rewarding once you figure out how to move additional bags to them. One of the things that sucked before was that the highest paying jobs were super simple 2-minute long missions. You know, it really did suck that way, because the one-day jobs, you know, sweet, they're part of rushing, but it gave no incentive whatsoever to do the multi-day jobs. There was absolutely no reason to do those. The payday was what? You know, 800,000 maybe? And that's really not that much, because in that time, you could probably get maybe 10 Ukrainian jobs done easily. So it just sucked, you know. I did not like the way it was working before, and I'm so happy that they're changing it. Alright, now just a couple changes to the presentation, not something I'm gonna worry about. One thing that they did change for the HUD is that they displayed the mission bag's value on Payday for both the mandatory and additional bags in the tab stats screen. They never did that before. Very welcome change that'll help us know what's going on. Now over here we got skills, boosted ace combat medic revive bonus from 25% to 40%. That's always fantastic boost. I know a lot of people who use that. It's a very helpful skill when you're reviving people a lot, and I think that's very necessary. Okay, then we got enemies more affected by ECM feedback, and civilians are no longer affected. Now, what I'm wondering is, does this mean that the civilians can still phone the police, even if an ECM is up? That'll kind of be frustrating if that's what they mean. I'm not sure if I like that. So I guess we're just going to have to see how it goes. This is a reminder, I actually haven't been able to play yet. I'm just kind of making this as I go, reading the patch notes, giving you my input, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. One thing they did add here was they added the Inside Man assets on almost all levels, so you can buy an expert driver that 100% takes away the escape. Now, if you've been playing since Update 10, you'll know that the escape missions are the most freaking annoying thing ever. I had 6 in a row last night, and that's when I decided to stop playing. 6 in a row of the escape missions that take longer than the actual missions. So so frustrating, and now they bring out this, and they finally brought out something that lets us get rid of escape missions. The only problem is you do need to spec up into Mastermind, which is the only tree I've got no points into. So I have to completely redesign my current skill layout. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that and what I'm going to get rid of. But, you know, that's going to be something that I need to have. Another thing they did here was they made Sentry Gun Tier 6 more effective. I've noticed that Sentry Guns are pretty badass now. They're so useful, especially on things like bank heists and anything you're running away from. It's perfect. Perfect to have those on your team. I used to think that they were kind of, you know, not really all that useful. They've got their situations. But now that they've been buffed, they feel so much better. Now we've got Loot Drop changed. They added experience cards in the Loot Drop for fast leveling. And they added much better cash cards. You know, everybody knew that cash was the worst thing to get. You'd get like $3,000 in cash. That sucked. I really hope that they made it hugely different. I haven't had a chance to see what kind of cash cards we're looking at. But the experience bonus cards, that's going to be a nice welcome bonus. I like that. I like that a lot. Now we've got new reload animations for the Deagle. If you watched my recent video about the new mission walkthrough, I am using the Deagle in that, and you'll see the new reload. It's actually pretty cool looking. I'm really happy they changed that. The ISMA 12 gauge shotgun damage is buffed. My recent shotgun review said that this gun was completely worthless. I'm going to have to go back and redo that review because I'm not even sure. They may or may not have adjusted it to the point where it's the best shotgun. We're going to take a look at that soon. And then we got the M308 rifle with its damage adjusted correctly. I'm not sure what that means. I'm going to be honest, I don't have a damn clue what that means. Does that mean that it didn't have the right drop-off range with that gun? Does it mean that maybe the mods didn't adjust the damage right? I don't know. I've got no clue. I can't help you guys with that. I'm sorry. Then we got the Cobus 90 submachine gun, got a damage increase with a long barrel weapon mod added. Alright, now we can go through here to the in detail section, which is where they give a little more information. First of all, they improve the ambient sounds. We're not going to talk about that stuff. That's no fun. Mask customization. They added 4 new masks. They added 4 new patterns and 4 new materials. Nice to have. So excited to have that. I love customizing the masks in this game. You can get some badass looking things. Now it looks like they've completely revamped many of these missions. The most notable being the nightclub. It says that Dimitri has changed up the club. There's tons more variation and evil Russian thugs around. Now, before, that was a very fast mission, something that you could rush through, get easy experience, easy money. But it looks like that they're adding so much more to it. For example, Rumor of a Fight Club. I gotta check that out. I wonder what that's talking about. So I'm gonna take a look at that, and I'm gonna see what they actually changed. And I'm gonna upload a video for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. Alright guys, my name is Perky. If you did like the video, make sure you click that like button. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.